morning, everybody. Welcome back to my Facebook Live. Today is June 18th, I believe. Dreary day outside here in Lynnfield, Massachusetts. They said that the last week of spring is not going to be great. The sky seems to be brightening a little bit. And it's not raining. I was able to take the dogs for a walk without any rain this morning, so that was nice. I'm so glad you're all joining me, whether on the live version or on my replay. And I have a couple of great things to share with you today, I think. I'm excited. I am not the most organized person, but I have some great organization tips, some things that have worked for me, which may work for you too. And then I also want to show you a preview of my Daisy Lane class, which is next Tuesday. It's going to be 6 cards, and I'm very excited about it. And I have a bonus if you buy the Daisy Lane stamp set. So stay tuned. You can get it, come to the class and still get the benefits of ordering the stamp set, or if you're a demonstrator, you can buy the tutorial. Or if you live far away, I will send you the card kit and you can use the stamp set that you purchase to stamp your cards, because it only uses that, and you'll get the bonus tutorial, and I'll send you a special treat, but you'll have to pay shipping for that. Anyway, today I wanted to, why don't I share the cards with you first and you can see. Now, I did them last night with my team in my team meeting. I'm doing 6 cards for this class. So it's 6 cards for $30, 6 different designs. I've got 3 of them worked out and I'm really excited about it. They use the new Noble Peacock foil sheets. Actually, that's not true. They use the Noble Peacock specialty designer paper. And I'm going to show you the 2 of them. And hi Donna, thank you so much. Thanks for sharing. I'm going to show you these daisy cards. And these cards all use the specialty designer paper. Now you can buy the foil sheets, and the foil sheets are beautiful as well. I love the foil sheets. And the great thing about the foil sheets is that it comes in the same 3 colors as you would see if you purchase the specialty paper. And then you can use your own embossing folders and make the cards specifically yours. The downside of using the foil sheets is that there are only 6 sheets, 2 of each of those colors, for $10. And then if you were going to use the designer paper, which is lovely, there are 12 sheets, 4 each. And look at these beautiful patterns. And they're all sparkly. You can see how they're sparkling. They're all foil. They're already embossed. 12 sheets for $14.50. So by paying $4.50 more, you're getting another 6 sheets. So it's really a bargain. And I really love these patterns. So let me show you the cards. And when I point you down, I'm actually going to show you again, so that they're not backwards. But this is one of the cards. Hi, Carrie. So glad you could join me today. I was thinking of you today. So this is one of the Daisy Lane cards. I have to tell you something funny. Carrie just said, hello, beautiful. The reason I'm a tiny bit late is because I had to run back upstairs because I forgot my lipstick. Every week that I do this Facebook Live, I check in and I'm like, okay, hair done? Okay. Makeup? Yep. It's not eyeshadow on my lips this week. Lipstick? Oh, forgot the lipstick, so I had to run back upstairs and get it. So anyway, this is the Seaside Spray, and this is the Blueberry Bushel paper with the Blueberry Bushel background. So that's one of the 6 cards that you will make next week. This card is a Coastal Cabana base, and this is the Bermuda Bay pattern. I love this paper too. I love the foil and I love the paper. I was just saying the foil is great if you use your own embossing folders, but the paper is such a better deal because you get 6 sheets for just another $4.50. You're wrong. I look very pale without my lipstick. And this is probably, I'm going to show you this card, and you have to look at it. This actually ended up turning out to be my favorite, and I'm kind of surprised about it. So this card uses the green pattern, and I stamped it's an old olive, so I stamped the fern and then I stamped it off again. And then if you look really close, I don't know if you can see it, the smile, I'm going to show you when it's down, but the smile is actually embossed with gold embossing powder. And the reason you can't really see it is because I embossed it over the green. At the last minute I said, oh, that's too much green. So I embossed it with the gold, but I think because it was already starting to dry, you can't really see it. So last night at my team meeting when they did it, I had them do it with the Versamark, and it was much golder, and it was shiny, and it was beautiful. So next week's class, we're going to emboss it with the gold, and it's going to show up much better. And then, of course, I love this polka dot tulle ribbon. So anyway, so that's that. I'm going to show you that, and then I'm going to show you some organization tips. And I'm really excited about this because I think they're valuable. They work for me, and hopefully they work for you. So let's flip you down. See if I can figure this out. So that, here we go. There in the thing, you see my host code. And if you order the stamp set, you're going to get the tutorial and the card kit for free. All you have to do is send me, if you order it and have it sent to you, you just have to send me $8 shipping to cover the cost of the card kit. And a special bonus that I'll send to you. But anyway, so June host code is right there. Use it. And anybody that uses it gets a special gift. So let's show these cards again. So this is the first one. And as you can see, Smile is kind of, I don't know if you can see, but it's embossed with the gold over top of the green. And then look at these beautiful daisy centers. They're actually part of the Floral Essence suite, but they look so good with the daisy. And I actually used it again here with this one. So as you see in this card, I always use the triple banner punch, although I could cut it by hand, I don't. You use the regular size daisy, and now they have a medium daisy punch too. And look how cute that is. And you could do a couple of layers of that. You could make it as full as you want. Flip the daisy, the petals up, flip them down, kind of fold them down with your bone folder. You can do whatever you want just to make it look like a real daisy. But that center is beautiful. So this is the blueberry bushel. This is the old olive paper. And then this is the Bermuda Bay paper. And I love this one too. The only problem is you have to hand cut the stem. We can do that though. We can do it. I wish there was a framelit, but there's not. So, and I use scraps of paper. And if you notice in nature, daisy petals aren't perfect. Well, my daisy isn't either. I lost a couple of tips, but that's okay. And then I just used a 1/2-inch punch, which is still available, to punch out a daffodil center. But you can also use those daisy centers for that. So, and once again, the tulle ribbon. So this is on a Coastal Cabana base, and this is the Bermuda Bay pattern. So that's that. And once again, if you need to see it, these are the 3 patterns and the 3 colors. I don't know if you can see the shine as much as I can, but I love this, and the blueberry bushel is my favorite. I have to make up another 3 cards yet, and I'm working on that this afternoon because I have the whole day off. So excited. And that's a big deal to me. Anybody that knows me knows I work nights, and if I'm working the night of, I usually have a nap in the afternoon, and it ruins my whole day. And I'm working the night after, I'm sleeping because I'm recovering. So, okay, so let me show you what I do here. This here is my ink pad, and I had trouble opening this the other day. Let's see if I can do it without getting ink on my hands. On the bottom, it has the strips. I do the English version here. The next one, which might be German or something, I do that right there at the end here. Then there's a plain strip down at the bottom. That goes inside. Most of you know that. That goes inside. So if you're stamping with purple and pink, you know that this is the pink, and you're not going to stick a purple inked stamp into the pink. So that's really valuable to have that right there. So that's the first thing. But then what I do also, I take a labeler. This is an old one, but it's a P-Touch labeler. And you can choose the size of the font of big or little. And I do little, and I just print out the name of the ink pad again. So because this, especially when I'm looking at the Highland Heather, I can't see what the name is because the white on the light purple doesn't show up that well. So I write the name here so I can look at it very quickly. And then I'm a little crazy. I like mine in order. So this says it's subtle, so it's from the subtle family, and it goes in spot number 1. So I know if spot number 3 is empty, I'm missing petal pink, just because I've learned that. But at least I know that it's a subtle ink pad that's missing. And then I can also go look through my other ink pads and say, oh, this one doesn't belong here. It's actually a regal color that's missing or whatever. So this helps me putting the stamps back. Anybody that comes from my open stamping helps them as well. So that's the first thing. Then the other thing I do, so this is the Blushing Bride reinker. I punched out a 1/4 inch circle using, I believe it's a 1/4 inch punch. I punched that out. Of the color that it is, that the reinker or refill is, and then I glue it to the top here. And then when I am looking at a whole sea of reinkers, I can say, oh, Blushing Bride, let's see my pink ones. Oh, that's the one. That's the one I need. So this is really, really helpful to me to pick out my refills when I need it. Next, what else do I do? Okay, so I put my colors in a desk file drawer, all of my cardstocks. Now this is not my, this isn't my scrap bin. This is just the open packages of full-size cards, or actually even half-size cards, because a lot of times if I'm making a sample, I've got one already scored 4 1/4 by 11, so there's another 4 1/4 by 11 inch piece that I can use again. So that's in here. So I've printed out, this I actually printed it out on labels and cut it to the cardstock, but the other thing you can do is just print out right at the top of your page in Word, just print out the name of your thing on the color cardstock, cut it out, and you put it in there. So I can go right to this and say, oh, this is Blushing Bride, this is what I need. I've got another tip for you. So these go in families. So all my subtles are all in one family. All my regals are in, I believe they're in red. All of my neutrals are actually in like a mossy meadow green plain folder because they're neutral colors. Now this little thing, this little paper clip, means that I have another unopened package of the cardstock in my storage someplace. So I do that so I can tell that I have still another one and I'm good. Now, I got behind on that, and all of a sudden I was behind without Smoky Slate, and thank goodness I had a team member that lives about 3 miles from me who has rescued me more times than I can count. Thank you, Kathy, for rescuing me, and she was able to give me a pack of paper, and I could refill as soon as I could order it and return the favor to her. So that's that. Then I got to show you something else. I have, this isn't the subtles, but I have these bins, and I got these from Joann's, and they're drawers, and these bins are full of the scraps. Anything big enough, actually, you'd be surprised at how small my pieces get. I recycle everything. So this is my in-color bin. So I have an in-color bin. I have one for each of the 4 families. And then I also have a specialty bin, which is for my foils, my vellum, my glimmer paper, my shimmer paper, all of that. Anything that's specialty goes in that bottom drawer. And you'd be surprised, all of a sudden I need a little star, or I need a little heart, or I need something extra. And I've got the scraps in that specialty bin that I can just punch it out and add it to the card. So that's my scrap bin. So now I use these boxes for, I go to Michael's and use the coupons, or when they're on sale, all these great boxes, and Dream Big and Reach for the Stars, all these great inspirational boxes, and they're so pretty. I can have them all over my stamp room. Now this one is actually empty right now. If it wasn't empty though, what I've done is taken a whole package of Whisper White cardstock and I've cut it into 4 by 5 1/4 inch pieces. And believe me, I go through it like water, which is why I need that. So it's already cut up in here, and I do it in vanilla as well, so that if I need a matte for a card, I can pull it right out there. And if it's a dark colored card for my card classes, right away I can go in here and I've got the card center, the insert the inside already ready to go, and I don't have to cut that specially. So this afternoon I have to cut up a vanilla and a white package of cardstock, and that's going to go in here. So then I have a bigger box, same kind of thing, and I have that full of envelopes. So I have all of my envelopes in a bin like that, so I can easily go to that and pick out my envelopes. It's a nice way of storing it, and it's pretty besides. So that's that. Now, I have these, this is my storage. Actually, I should go like this so you can see it right side up, for my embossing folders. Now, I believe that I got this from the Container Company, or the Container Store, but I'm not positive. It might have even been from Stamps and Storage, but anyway, it's a bin that fits these 6x6 embossing folders and the smaller ones, and then I have a separator. So this is my 6x6. Anything in front is 6x6. Anything in front of this is the regular size. The retired goes back here. I have to go through all my recent ones and put R's on it with a red, because I keep a lot of my embossing folders. I've got to clean out, but I really love the embossing folders. And then this one, of course, says current class use. So everybody knows if they're going to emboss, they go to my Big Shot that is just for embossing, and they can pick out the subtles folder because that's the one that they're using for class. They don't have to flip through that. So it's already made out. What I want to do yet is go through my embossing folders and my cardstock scraps, punch out a scrap and emboss it and put the name and the number on, because there are times when I can't tell you what this embossing folder is. But if I have it on the back of my key ring, which is going to be right there, it's all ready to go. So that's that. Okay, so what else can I share with you? Oh, how I do my stamp sets. I have my stamp sets here. These are new stamp sets or old stamp sets or whatever. This stamp set here, I know because of the green washi tape that it's a new stamp set. New to me, new to the catalog, brand new. And then I can also tell that it's mine if I go to my one-day retreat with Marilyn, because it's got my washi tape there. Now, so that's the green. It's a new stamp set. I know that. What do you think the orange is? Well, that means that it has coordinating framelits. So anything with the orange or the rust brown color, I know that it has matching framelits, and more than likely, the matching framelits are inside. So this is the It Starts With Art stamp set, and you've got the art framelits inside on this sheet that I've got. Already it's stuck there, and I can easily go to that and say, okay, everything's in one place. This one, new stamp set, Delightful Day. This blue means that it has a matching punch. So I've done a code, and you can do any washi tape color that you want, but I've done a code that I know that this has a coordinating punch with it. So I can go look for that. Now I have to show you one more thing. Anything with this yellow, and I must have started this process when we were using like Mossy Meadow, and I don't know if it was Tangerine Tango that was the color or something. I can't remember the color, but anyway, these colors must have started I must have started this process a while ago with a certain color of In Color Designer paper. But anyway, so this, to me, this is Beautiful You, and this is stamp set 1 of 2 and 2 of 2. So the yellow means that it's part of a set. So I know that if there's not another yellow next to it, I'm missing part of the set. So I go there for that. Now I have to show you one more thing, which is really, really cool, but I left it on the other side of the table. Hang on one second. Okay, so I meant to measure this, but I didn't. But this is probably the washi tape that I use on it, and these were probably the In Colors when I started the project, right? So anyway, I put all of my sets of washi tape on a key ring like this, on an open ring. And then what I do at the end of the package, when you get it out of the package, it has the name. Oh, look at this. Okay, 2014 to 16 in color designer washi tape. So that's when I started this process. This is the name of the washi tape. It comes from the end of the package. I take that off and it actually is sticky, or maybe I use some snail to attach it, but I just punch a scrap of thick Whisper White cardstock and I attach that, and then I've got the name of the washi tape there too. So all my washi tape is in a bin all together, but I know each color by name. So that right now is all I can think of for tips. But what I want you guys to do, I'm going to flip back. I'm going to try to flip back without making you dizzy. There we go. Took my glasses back off. Anyway, these are my tips. These are what things that I do for to make things easy for me. I have a box with all of my blocks. Now, what I would love is if you guys, when I share this video, when I post it, I would love it if you guys could even give me tips of what you do and what you use to keep you organized. You can see all of my stamp sets behind me, and they all have either the blue or the orange or the yellow, all those so that I can easily pick them out. But why don't you tell me what you do to make things easy for you and to organize for you? Just leave it in a comment. And if you share, I am going to, if you share a comment or if you share the video, I'm going to PM you, and I'm going to send you one of the daisy cards because I really want everybody to share and to learn from this. So that's all for today. I have no idea how long this took me, but I wanted to say thanks for joining me. Next week, I plan to do the Seaside Spray in color. I'm going to share that color with you, different card ideas with you. I'll stamp with you. And I even found a cute little treat when I was out visiting my mom last week in New York. I went to the store there, and at the end of the aisle, they had some Tic Tacs that reminded me of Seaside Spray. So I picked them up, and I'll make a cute little holder for that. But anyway, thank you so much for joining me today. I will see you next week. I forgot. Next week, I think, because it's summer, and because when I do this at 11 o'clock in the day, I lose so much of the day in case I have something going on, I think I'm going to do this at 9:30 instead. So if I work the night before, I can still get to it, and it's still early enough that I can still go to bed after or whatever. So next week, join me at 9:30, and I'll put that on the Facebook page. And I love you guys. Thanks so much. See you soon. Bye, guys. Thank you again.